Happy Wednesday morning, everybody. Live here from Tallahassee, Florida, where Hurricane Idalia is making landfall literally as we speak, just to the south of us in a small town called Keaton Beach. There are lots of tree branches down already, lots of snapping going on during the wind bursts. There's crap everywhere. It's raining really hard. At times during this broadcast, you may even hear the wind blowing in the background. You may hear some other branches snapping and things banging up against the house. But I figured it would be kind of cool to do a broadcast during the middle of a major landfalling hurricane. Yesterday we ran, well, technically it was early this morning at 12:30 a.m. this morning. While I was watching the Weather Channel, I decided to do our second race of the season, which Wayne Glinsky won another race, his second consecutive race to start the season for Gunner Motorsports. He was battling Cam of Quiet Racing. One hell of a battle. And Top Gun Racing's Ian Watterson finished third. Today we're going to move to a different track. We're going to move to the Duckling Circuit. This is a super short track, so as you can see, I've moved the number of laps to 20. Let's get this show on the road. For those that may be unaware, this is the one-lap qualifier. It is pouring down rain here, not only in the game, but serendipitously, it is also pouring down outside. So this is the qualifier. Long story short on the qualifiers is this is everyone's qualifying superimposed over each other. They're not all on the same track. It's just showing you everyone's qualifying at once, so you don't have to watch all 16 races qualify. So AJ Dudney is out in front right now on this qualifier. We are going to be wrapping this one up. As you can see, it's a pretty short track. They're going to come around the bend here and race to the finish. It looks like it's going to be Dudney, but he is going to get beat out by Cantalupi, who grabs his first pole position of the season. Let's take a look at where we're going to line up here. Cantalupi of MVP Motorsports edges out AJ for his first pole of the season. Let's move right into the race. And as you can see, the race is lined up now. Everybody is actually on the track because this is the actual race. 20 laps. There will be some tire changes in this one, maybe even some weather. We will see. Cantalupi and AJ are already battling out just like they did with the pole. Coming in almost 3 wide here. This will be a fun track to watch races on. Lots of straightaways and lots of pretty tight corners as they're entering right now. Cantalupi still out in front, this time over Jacob Smith and Christian Lippa, with Cam in fourth. You can see the damage bars on the cars. Damage occurs when cars bang into each other or racers hit the wall. Jacob Smith now has taken the lead over Cantalupi. And we've got Lippa and Buddha in 5th and 6th. Let's scroll through the drivers now. We've got Wetmore bringing up the back, battling with Nelly Selly, those teammates, looking to move back up into this field. Everybody's pretty tight. This could be anybody's race right now early on. We're already in lap 3. Looks like some rain's coming soon. And we've got our first pits. As you can see, Chapman and Watterson and Glinsky. A number of people go ahead and coming in and pitting. They're getting prepared here with different tires for the rain. The rain should be starting here soon. As you can see, Watterson, Chapman, Glinsky, and company have pitted. Let's take ourselves back to the leaderboard. Jacob Smith still here in the 1 spot, but that whole group is going to pit. As you can see, the rain is starting to fall again serendipitously as the hurricane outside makes landfall. Lots of pits here. Now everybody has pitted once, and they are ready with their wet tires. These tires last a long time, 17 to 23 laps. So we'll see if they pit again. If the rain stays steady all race, you may not even see another pit if these tires are pretty good, unless there's some damage on the cars. You've got Buddha Ooh, 3 wide there on the corner with Lipistraw and Buddha. Buddha takes it. Let's check out Glinsky, our 2-time winner already. He is sitting currently... Oh, he's battling down there in 12th place right now. But pretty big grouping here, so we'll see. Jacob Smith still has the lead now over Dudney. Dudney going to take him on the inside and take over the lead of this race. Almost went 3 wide there on that bend. Nice battle here, Jacob Smith and AJ and Cam, who finished second for Quiet Racing in the last race. Now in third. A little drafting going on. You can see some damage on these cars already. Let's take a look here at some different drivers. We got Mark Dudney here in 9th with Joe Chapman a pretty far back 10th. Glinsky now has worked his way up to 11th. But does have some damage on his car, so that will be interesting as we reach the halfway point coming up soon. Scott Justice still struggling back here way in last place. He finished in last place in his last race as well. Not really sure what's going on with this car. I'm sure if he doesn't finish well in this race, there's going to be a lot of work done on that car. Burnout in 15th, Glinsky in 14th now. Let's take a look at Tim Burkhart. Battling a whole group here. Watterson, Burkhart, Lippa, Cantalupi, and Straw all battling here on these bends. And let's take a look here at Cantalupi, who won the pole for this race. We've got some more pits going on already. Second pit of this race. You can see Lippa and Cantalupi coming right out in front of Selly. Ooh, nice cut. A lot of these guys are still, looks like all of them are still on the wet tires. Multiple people have pit twice already. Jack Straw in 8th, Cantalupi in 9th, Wetmore in 10th. Glinsky, our 2-time front runner, is down all the way in 15th place. Let's take a look back at AJ Dudney. Way out in front. Big lead. Burkhart now in 2nd. Watterson in 3rd. AJ with a massive lead still. And Mark Dudney has moved all the way up into 3rd place. Look at that. What a move here. Just passing Jacob Smith, who drops to 4th. Cam is in 5th. And we're hitting the halfway point of this race. Lap number 10. Jacob Smith trying to make a move here on the inside. Almost gets him now. Mark Dudney holds him off. Another battle here on these turns. And Jacob Smith just pulls it off. Cam coming up hard. AJ way out in front. 3-second lead plus on Tim Burkhart. Now as we are on the second half of this race. And Scott Justice is still way back there in last place with Wetmore and Glinsky. Glinsky's going to pit, so Glinsky's going to drop into dead last place. But Glinsky went ahead and got his dry tires on, so he's ready to rock and roll. Let's check him out. He's got the intermediate tires on. And if he stays in these tires and we don't get a third pit, we've got some third pits going on here. He might be able to do some catching up. AJ's about to lap Glinsky. I think Glinsky's going to be too prideful for that. He's going to say, hey, rookie, you need to back off. And AJ's going to go ahead and pit and try to get these wet tires off. So Tim Burkhart decides not to pit. So now he is in first place. Still running on those wet tires, though. Lap 13. Let's take a look down here at Jacob Smith. Nice full damage. He's good to go on the intermediate tires. There's still a couple people out there, Burkhardt, AJ, and Straw still on the wet tires. I don't know if their crew is expecting rain. Teammates Lipa and Buddha over Marlin Motors battling it back. Yep, there's the rain. Reports that rain is coming in here on lap 14. As you can see, Cam and Jacob Smith and Glinsky and Lipa have already pit. Even Glinsky has pit 3 times. Let's take a look at Justice. Justice trying to make some moves here. He's going to go ahead and pit. Crazy race here with some pretty wacky weather. Justice and Buddha banging into each other. So we just lost power. Looks like Hurricane Idalia has finally hit the Chapman household with a massive wind gust, which has knocked the power out. But you know what? Thank goodness we're not live streaming. AJ, let's take a look back at the boss man up top with a pretty big lead, 3+ seconds. Scott Justice has dropped again back to 3rd place. Cam has already pit 4 times in this race. Crazy weather. Jack Straw has moved up into 2nd place. Heck of a race. He's going to go ahead and pit. Got a whole nother group of people trying to pit. This will be their last pit of the race. The weather has caused a number of pitting in this race, but that's okay. Adds a little bit of an interesting element. Straw still in 2nd. Burkhardt in 3rd. Watterson and Cantalupi. Chapman in 6th. Mark Dudney in 7th. Camden in 8th. Scott Justice. Poor Scott Justice still in last. Can't get this car right. Glinsky, well, he's 15th now. Glinsky, our big time super stud, has dropped all the way into last place. Surprising results so far. Nelly Selly and his teammate Ethan Wetmore, Cobra Kai, battling it out for, it looked like 11th and 12th. Watterson still in 5th. Watterson's hanging around. He finished 3rd in yesterday's race. Let's take a look back at Timmy B. Cantalupi is now up to 3rd, battling Burkhardt. Burkhardt trying to get him on the edge. There we go. Nice move by Tim Burkhardt. Burkhardt back into the podium spot. Jack Straw in 2nd. And then AJ Dudney way out in front. Still got a pretty big 2-second gap on Straw. Straw's had a heck of a start here in his first 2 races. Let's take a look at some other drivers. Christian Lipa back here. Marlin Motors. Nelly Selly battling him, trying to take him here on the outside, but Lipa holds him off. Burnout needs to be working on that car. He's off to a slow start as well. Glinsky's worked his way back up to 14th place out of the back. And Buddha and Justice looking good on that turn. Nice move on Buddha. Justice car looking good on that grip. We're on lap 19. Let's head back to the leaderboard and see what this race looks like. We're on the last lap now. AJ up in front. This looks like AJ's race to win here. He's taking a nice turn here. He's coming down to the straightaway, and AJ Dudney is going to take the checkered flag. Jack Straw takes 2nd. Burkhardt, Cantalupi, Chapman, Watterson, and Mark Dudney, the elder Dudney, comes in. And then Jacob Smith and Cam in the 7-8. Burnout coming around the corner with number 10. We've got Nelly Selly followed by Christian Lipa and Ethan Wetmore. Glinsky obviously not going to finish on the podium on the 3rd race of the season. Finishes a disappointing 14th. Justice does not finish last. Morgan Buddha takes up the back. What a race. AJ Dudney, congratulations, fella. You win your first MVP Racing League trophy. 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Picking up the 30 points. Jack Straw and Tim Burkhardt from Ripken Racing take 2 podium spots. Heck of a finish there for Straw and Burkhardt. Ripken Racing picking up a ton of points in that race. Cantaloupe and Chapman finishing 4th and 5th. Decent showing there for Quiet Racing, number 5 and number 9. Burkhart finishes 3rd again with Straw. And then we've got Burnout in 10th. Jacob Smith 8th. Burnout in the middle of the pack. He's not going to be happy with that. Not a great finish here for Marlin Motors. As you see, Christian Lippa, number 12, and Morgan Buda in 16th. Justice is going to be frustrated with this finish, having finished last in his last race. But decent race, guys. Decent race. AJ pretty much owned the last half of that race. Didn't really make it much of a competition here. But congratulations again to AJ and Straw and Burkhart who take the podiums here. Overall, pretty good race. Lots of pits, though, due to the weather. I've got the weather turned down to only 10% rain. It must have been Hurricane Idalia, man, because it rained all race off and on there. Well, I'm going to sign off while this hurricane knocks my power out, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Hope you see some chatter on the website and on the Discord. Thanks again for being in this awesome league. Really do appreciate all of you. If you have anybody you think may want to hop in, this is kind of the precursor to us splitting into Formula 1 and NASCAR tracks where you get to work your way up to the big leagues. So we could use a few more drivers. So if you know anybody, let them know, and stay safe out there, and I'll do the same. Thanks, guys.